Okay, last video we got the content of this website, right? All the HTML elements. Now let's add some style. Oh, and maybe we should test these audio things, make sure they work. Beautiful. So spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Okay, let's start. Let's go to our style notes. So use a centered fixed width body. So that's where let's go to the photo. This is our body with a white background, and it's centered, and it has a fixed width of, well, I think it says 800 pixels for the content plus a padding of 150 on either side. So 800 plus 300 is 1100. Okay, and then depending on the size of the monitor that's viewing our web page, they'll have less or more border, right? But the 1100 pixels should always be centered on the screen. So why don't we start with that? Okay, well, first we need to be able to do CSS. So we need a CSS file. So I'm going to make a new file. I'm just going to call it styles.css. And then in our HTML, we need to link to that. So again, if we go to W3 Schools, the CSS tutorial, CSS how-to, talks about the ways to do it. We recommend the external style sheet, and we can just copy and paste this link that needs to go inside of our example. An alternative as well is Visual Studio Code has this little Emmet abbreviation thing. If you just type link and hit this Emmet abbreviation, it automatically does rel style sheet. And I think this type isn't necessary. Maybe it's, anyway, let's try it without. And then the href will just be the styles.css. So let's make sure this works just by setting HTML background color. And I think the style notes even gave me the background color. Page background color is this hex code. And I'm pretty sure this hex code I just got from the image. It's the tree trunk color. Okay, so let's save that and make sure that, hey, there we go. All right, so that's the background color of the HTML. Now, we wanted the HTML to be that color, the body to be white. So let's go back here and select the body, background color white. Or we could do the hex code FF like that. That also represents white, but whatever. Let's just do white. Excuse me, save that. Okay, awesome. We can see the HTML, we can see the body, and there's some default margin on the body, I think it's margin, that allows us to see that. So we have to override that to make it look more like this. Okay, let's see how we can do that. So let's start with this. 800 pixel content width, 150 pixel padding left and right, 10 pixel padding top, 60 pixel padding on the bottom. Now, if I remember for padding, I think you can do specific sides, but there's also like we could do 4 lines like this, but there's a shortcut. There we go. So you can do padding with 4 values or with 3 values. And I think this is the one that we want. The first value will be for top, the next one will be for right and left, and the third one will be for bottom, because our left and right are the same. So let's try that. So I'm going to go to my body and say padding. Check the style notes again. It was 10 on the top, 150 left, right, and 60. So 10 pixels, 150 pixels, 60 pixels. Let's save that. And okay, that looks better. Right, we've got that padding. I forgot the width though. So let's go width of 800 pixels. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And now the key is to get this centered, right? And for that, we need to adjust our margin. Again, you can go margin top and margin bottom, margin left. But I'm just going to do the shortcut margin. And if I give it 2 numbers, the first number will be for top and bottom. And if I do 0, I don't have to include units. I can just do 0. And then left and right is going to be auto. So top and bottom, I want 0 margin. I don't want to see any space between the white and the red. the body in the HTML. And then the auto means that no matter what width the screen is, it'll automatically balance the left and right margin so they're equal. And that'll provide the centering. Okay, save that, and cool. And now you can see if I resize this, right, it always stays centered. And if I'm a smaller screen, I see less border. I'm on a bigger screen, I see more border. All right, awesome. Okay, let's see what's next. Style notes. So centered, fixed with body, check. We got the right width and the padding. Good. Fonts. So the main heading uses a dancing script from Google Fonts and a font size of 52 pixels. Okay, so let's go to Google Fonts. Google Fonts. And we can search because we know what it is. You can also choose different categories. I think the dancing script is a handwriting one. Dancing script right there. Or we could have searched for it as well. So I'm going to just select this by hitting the plus sign. And that adds it to my family. If I click on this pop-up window now, it shows me, oh, this is how I need to link the font to my page. So I just copy and paste this. I'll throw it in my HTML right after the style sheet here. So I link the font to my page. And then it tells me that when I want to use it, I just do this. Font family, dancing script, comma, cursive. All right, copy that. And I wanted that to apply to my H1, the main heading, font family. And it also said font size 52 pixels, I think. Main heading uses a dancing script and a font size of 52 pixels. All right, let's save that and take a look. Beautiful. Okay, and I think also if I look at the photo, it was also supposed to be centered. So to do that, we do text align center. And we're good. Okay, awesome. Paragraph and list items use Helvetica, and that's not from Google Fonts. That's just the WebSafe font. And the letter spacing of 0.5 pixels and a line height of 22 pixels. Yeah, okay. So, oops, let's go here, and it said the paragraphs and the list items. So I'm going to go comma, and I can either do LI or I can do UL. I think I'll just do UL. That'll select the entire unordered list. And we wanted to go font family Helvetica. Okay. Let's save that. And it looks like it changed the font for these ones as well. Good. Excuse me for a second. Now, often on a web page, the font can be a little cluttered, and it's nice to space it out so it's easier to read. So that's why the style notes say to do this letter spacing and line height, 0.5 and 22. So it's just letter spacing just like that and 0.5 pixels. And you'll see that that kind of just spreads out the letters a little bit so they're not as cluttered. And then there's the line height of 22 pixels, and that just spreads out the lines, right? So they're not right on top of each other. Cool, I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's check our style notes again. Oh yeah, the small reference paragraph. So remember, this is our reference paragraph, information from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. And if we look at the photo, that's supposed to be italicized and smaller. And we'll talk about the links a little bit later. So I'm already selecting all paragraphs. How do I select just that one individual paragraph? Well, I can give it a class. So let's just, in the start tag for the P here, we can go class equals reference. Okay, and that allows me now in my CSS to use this dot notation where I go dot reference. And this basically means select all of the elements with the class reference, right? Element class reference. It'll find all of those elements. In this case, just one, but we could do it to more. And we want to go, what was it, 12 pixels? 12 pixels in italics. So font size 12 pixels, font style, italic, and then also text align center. So now these styles should just apply to that one paragraph and not the other ones. Yay, right? The other ones are still the same. This one's smaller now, it's italics, and it's centered. Okay. Now I want to make a comment. A common thing that people do is if I comment this out, just Control/ again to comment that out and make it not italic. Sometimes I find students will try to make it italic by using that EM tag, right? And this will totally work. Look, it's italic, awesome. Although I'm going to suggest that this isn't the most efficient way to do it. Because you're trying to italicize the entire paragraph, it makes more sense to just style the entire paragraph. If you wanted to just emphasize the word information or something like that, or free, right, then I would say yes, you need an EM tag because you're going to emphasize just that one word, right? And now you can see that, oh, EM, oh yeah, it just emphasized the free right there. Okay, so the EM tag, use it when you're just selecting parts of a paragraph. But if you're going to apply a style or you want to make the entire paragraph emphasized, I think I would suggest it's more efficient to do font style italic on that entire paragraph. And then you're not adding more HTML and cluttering your HTML. Okay, so that's a better way to do it. All right, let's take a look here. Link color and list items and links. Okay, so you know what? I said we were done all the HTML, but we didn't do all the HTML because we don't have our link set up. So if we look at the photo, this is a link and this is a link. All right, the red ones there. Anything else up here? No, I think it was just the two. Okay, so Mantua is a link to a Wikipedia page on that, and this is a link to Wikipedia on Four Seasons. All right, so let's add that into our HTML. So we just have to find that text. So right here, obviously, the Wikipedia one. So again, just do an A tag around what you want to click. So I want to click this word, so do an A tag on that. And inside of the A tag, we need the href inside of quotations to tell it where to link to. And I have that in the style notes. So the Wikipedia link should go to here. Copy, oops, go to the HTML and paste. Good. And then this Mantua one as well. We'll put our A tag around that word so it becomes a link. And then we need that href equals quotations. And it's in my style notes. This one right here. Copy and paste. Notice how my document is also, it's word wrapping. I don't know if I showed you that in the other video, but in the settings here, so if you click the gear icon and go to settings, and you were to search for word wrap, they changed things here. Cool. Editor word wrap right now is on, so you can change that to whatever you want it to be, on, off, etc. Okay, so I have it set to on. Okay, cool. All right, let's save that and make sure that the links are there. Okay, Mantua and Wikipedia. Now we just need to style those links. But you know what? This is looking pretty good. Oh yeah, you know, one thing I'm going to do before I end this video is notice how this is the text. This audio is centered around the text. I'm going to do that in my style. Mine does not have that, right? And what we can do is for those audio tags, right? So they're just called, the name of the tag is audio, so I can select them using their name, audio. And there is a vertical align property, and you can say middle. And that should put it aligned into the middle of the text because they're inline elements like that. Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop there, I think. That's looking pretty good. I'm running out of time, so we'll stop this and we'll hopefully finish up in the next video. Okay, hope that all made sense. It's coming together nicely, and take care, and we'll see you in the next video.